Atkin report in Los Angeles. And I'm so happy to welcome Lucia Flores-Wiseman from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Lucia, thanks for joining me. How are you today?
I'm doing so good. I did Pilates in the morning. I'm ready for this interview. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. I've got to start off telling you that was an incredible knockout performance you did of Benson Boone's Slow It Down for Team Adam. So congratulations.
Thank you. It was really crazy and a whirlwind, so I appreciate it.
You have now been in the position twice of being on stage waiting for Adam to decide if you won the knockout and before that, the battle round. What is it like for you as you're up there and what's going through your mind as you're waiting for the big decisions?
It's it's definitely really hard. It's like your legs kind of start to shake. I don't think you could see it on the show, but definitely my legs are kind of shaking and I'm just taking deep breaths. The biggest thing for me was just trying to make sure that I was proud of my performances. And then from there, it's not in my hands anymore. I I definitely was like in my head, like he's gonna say Lucia, he's gonna say just trying to manifest in my way. But I'm also up there and I have some sort of sadness too, knowing that I'm going against a friend, someone that I have gotten to know for months and work with and collaborate with, and they're equally as deserving and they're so talented, and it's so hard to compare people that are completely different. So it's definitely nerve-wracking feeling to be up there. You have so many thoughts going through your head. But when Adam has said my name both times, it gives a reassuring feeling of like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path.
You are. I want to flash back to your blind audition of La Llorona when you played guitar and sang in Spanish, and Adam turned immediately, followed by Michael and then John and Kelsey. So, first off, how was the audition different than what you might have imagined? And then, after hearing all of their very persuasive compliments, how did you make your decision to go with Adam?
Yeah. Doing the audition, I felt really good going on stage because when you don't see the faces of the coaches, you can kind of pretend like they're not there. Uh, and it, it took a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, but and a lot of preparation. I felt really good singing on that stage. It was really hard to choose which coach I was going to pick. I was either in between John Legend or Michael Bublé before I even performed. Um, but I had my mind changed. What Adam said about me, I felt like he really understood the lane that I was kind of trying to achieve, sort of like Brandi Carlile, but also in my own. And the things that he said, it just struck me. And my parents have always told me to trust my gut feeling. So I decided to trust my gut feeling. And right then and there, I was like, okay, I think it's Adam. And I believe Michael said something like, trust in your heart. Don't listen to other people. Trust in your heart. And he also had told me any choice is a good choice because every one of those coaches are so talented and capable. And so it almost felt like he was giving me permission, and my gut was like, okay, okay, let's go with Adam. So I surprised myself. I surprised my parents. But I am so glad that I chose Adam because it's been wonderful to work with him. And he's just brought a lot of insightful things into just how I am as an artist, how I show up, how to maneuver my brain. Like I have ADHD, so sometimes when I'm performing, I'm having a conversation in my head as I'm trying to sing. So how can I try to eliminate that and really focus on myself? So he's been a wonderful coach.
That's great to hear. And I thought this too, but I want to go back to something John said that you reminded him of Amy Winehouse and Janis Joplin. But tell me more about Brandi Carlile being such a huge influence on you, as Adam pointed out.
Yeah. Well, first off, it was phenomenal to hear that from John Legend, like Amy Winehouse. Amazing. Janis Joplin, amazing. Those are the greats. So to have some comparison to that means a lot. But also, Brandi Carlile has been an influence of mine ever since I was like 3 years old. We're from the same hometown. We went to the same high school, of course, different years. I'm 22. I don't know how old she is, but older than me. Um, she is such a storyteller. And that is what I love about her voice. When she sings a line, it's not like think of ABC, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Sounds the same. But if you take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like you take a bunch of variations within the way that you sing, and that's what I love about her. And I think that's why Adam was talking about her, not only that she was an influence, but he can see the distinction she has in her voice also in mine. And that is the biggest compliment. My goal is not to sound just like Brandi, but to take the things that I've learned and listened throughout my childhood and apply those into my style and how I show up on stage.
Lucia, I cannot wait to see what is next for you with Team Adam. And I want to thank you so much for being with me on Hillary's Happy Hour and wrap it up with a toast to you and your continued success on The Voice.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Toast to you too.
Cheers.
Cheers.